Diversification is a great thing when you're investing, but when you're trading, I'm imploring you to not use 3, 5, 7, 10 stocks to do it with.
This financial education content is brought to you by Seventh Key Financial. More at the end of this video.
All right, friends, another wonderful best practice lesson that I hope will resonate with a lot of our community members here. And again, it's not a hard and fast rule that I'm going to talk about today, but it is one that I incorporate just to make my life a little simpler, especially when I'm trading in the markets. This is not, let me repeat this before we get started. This is not for long-term investing. This is simply a best practice that I incorporate when I'm doing day trades, whether I'm doing scalp trades, whether I'm doing swing trades. So anything between one day to a few weeks, this is a best practice that I think will really genuinely help you to be more profitable, win more, and lose less. Okay. And the title that we're going to basically go with for this particular best practice is 1 is more than 10. Now, a lot of people say, what does that mean? 1 is greater than 10. A lot of newcomers, when they get into the trading game, they try to become an expert at a lot of things all at once, and they try to dip their hands into a lot of different jars when they're trading and trying to become profitable in any type of setup. And a lot of times what they will do, thinking that this is a wise move, they will incorporate multiple assets in which to trade, thinking they are diversified. Diversification is a great thing when you're investing, but when you're trading, I'm imploring you to not use 3, 5, 7, 10 stocks to do it with. I've been doing this for 27 going on 28 years, and I can tell you that when I trade one instrument. I know that chart like the back of my hand, and I don't have to focus on 6 or 7 or 8 other trades. It's like the person that's spinning plates on a wooden dowel. Do you want to focus on one thing intently so that you can execute as effectively as possible? Or do you want to have plates spinning on all these dowels trying to keep up with them all? The reality is, in spite of the best intentions that people have, the best practice that you can put into place when you're trying to become a more effective trader is focus on one stock, one commodity, one crypto. For me, I will tell you what I do. And it's not financial advice, but I think it'll resonate with a lot here. I trade the indexes. Here in the States, we have a wonderful thing called ETFs. And even my friends across the pond can play these. ETFs are electronically traded funds that allow one to buy the S&P 500, to short the S&P 500, to buy the NASDAQ, to short the NASDAQ, to long the Dow, to short the Dow, to long the small caps, to short the small caps, to buy the transports, to short the transports, even into individual sectors like banking, like semiconductors, like housing. In other words, if you can get really good at your charting journey and you can start to learn the ebbs and the flows of different sectors within the market, or in fact, just knowing the market itself, it is a lot easier for you to focus on one ETF that you're trying to trade, whether it's for your 1.93% rule for trying to get a gain every week in that type of return setup, or if you're just simply looking to take a swing trade for a longer period of time based on maybe there's softness in the housing market, for example, and you would like to go short. You don't need to necessarily go and look at individual companies and try to short 7 or 8 different construction firms. You can simply short an ETF that collectively has everything built into it. And I'm going to tell you, not only is it easier to keep up with, but you also dissolve a lot of that company risk, because a lot of times, even if I'm long or short a stock, I'm inherently aware that I have corporate risk, meaning that the industry as a whole, let's say I'm bullish on semiconductors and I want to buy AMD or Intel, whatever, pick your poison, NVIDIA. And I buy that stock as a one-off trade thinking, okay, I'm going to get queued. I really like this company. I think they're going to go places. They're going to have great earnings. But what happens if the sector's in a bullish trend, but one of those earnings reports slips? You can have company risk where the sector's doing well and the company that you're trying to trade is actually dropping. So it's going counter trend to the actual sector itself. So that's why I believe it's safer to trade one item as opposed to 10. And it's a lot easier if you're using a highly liquid ETF that gives you the ability to get in and out easily on both your long and short positions. And the other beautiful part about focusing on one item is once you start to learn the charts, it's so easy for you to flip from a long to a short position. So as you see markets make a move and you know they're potentially going to retrace, going to our technical lessons using Fibonacci's, you can actually profit from the move up and then turn around and flip bearishly for a trade. You could still be in a macro bullish mindset and take a counter trend just for that sake of a trade. You can't do that when you have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 stocks that you're trying to nurse and watch. It's just not easy to do. So my best practice to you in this very short but powerful plea, please try to focus on one particular instrument, one particular stock, one particular crypto. And if you are in the crypto game, let me make one additional comment with regards to crypto, because I do have a lot of cryptocurrency investors and traders here. If you are trading, try to use the more liquid coins. Ideally, you're looking at larger cap coins. If you're not just trading Bitcoin, I would look at your things like your XRPs, your Ethereums, your Solanas. Why? Because I'll get a lot of people that'll try to trade maybe some up-and-coming coin that has a lack of liquidity. And big players can come in and move the market magnitudes higher or lower just because of the smaller market cap size. So always err on the side, if you're trading crypto, to be in those deeper pools of liquidity in the larger coins. And again, that's more sector specific, but it doesn't matter. This best practice is going to apply for any trader here trading commodities, bonds, currencies, cryptos, stocks, what have you. All right. So just focus on one. One is greater than 10.
If you want to go deeper, join 7th Key Financial. Daily live sessions, full courses, and a serious community built around long-term results. No promises, no shortcuts, just real financial education and a repeatable approach you can build on. Get daily live sessions, full courses, and support inside the 7th Key community. Join at 7thkeyfinancial.com.